Hello friends! Welcome to Russian Icebreakers. I'm Katya. Today's video is a little bit unusual from our regular content. We're not going to talk about grammar or vocabulary. We're going to give you 5 tips that we give to our students to help them to learn Russian. Those tips can be applicable to any language you are learning, not only Russian, and can be helpful to any levels. Doesn't matter where you are now, beginner's level, intermediate, or even advanced. I think all of you can pick something up from our tips. So if you are interested, please subscribe to this channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, share this video with anyone who could be interested, and keep watching. Before we dive into our 5 tips that can help you to improve your Russian, we want to disclaim that these are not all tips that exist in the world. I'm sure you have your own personal tips that you perhaps could share with us. So leave them in the comments if we forgot something, and or even if you don't agree with us, if you think that what we said was maybe not true, again, leave your comments and we are open to discussion. Number 1, building up a routine. This is the most crucial tip that we can give you. It is so important to be consistent and building up routine when you are studying every day. It doesn't have to be something boring, or it doesn't have to be when you're having lessons with a teacher. It can be anything. One day you're reading something, next day you're listening, another day you're having a lesson, different things, but every day consistently. And over time, you will notice that you have made a great progress. It is very important. You don't have to spend a lot of hours a day to get results. As long as you spending at least 15 minutes a day, it's not long, right? It's only 15 minutes. I think anyone can find 15 minutes in their busy schedule. But it has to be every day, even when you're tired, even when it's Friday or Sunday or Christmas Day. 15 minutes a day, and you will achieve your goals. And if you think about it, what is more efficient? Spending 6 hours in 1 week in 1 day studying, or the same 6 hours but divided into different days? The second one is more efficient, and we challenge you to try that 15 minutes a day and track your progress in a month or in 2 months. You will see that you've progressed over this time. Try this and we'll be happy to hear your results. Number 2, find a teacher. It can be so helpful, especially if you are a beginner, because there's so much information in the world and so many apps, YouTube channels, textbooks, and how do you know which ones to choose? Because not all of them are correct and not all of them are helpful. And finding a person who is qualified in teaching can be so helpful because we know what we are doing. We can help you to find materials that are suitable for your level, for your goals, for your schedule even. And that saves time. That saves your time because you don't have to spend long hours researching materials, books, textbooks, websites. We've done it all for you. And if you are a busy person, we recommend you finding and hiring someone who can help you. If you are currently looking for a teacher, there is a great platform called italki. There are so many teachers with different qualifications. You can choose the one that you like at different price range even. We will link the link to the website down below. Another thing why having a teacher can be very helpful is that language is a social skill. You are learning Russian or any other language to speak with people, right? Now, reading, listening, those are the things you can do by yourself. But talking, that requires another person. And having a teacher who you are going to talk with, can be very beneficial. Number 3, using a textbook or course book. There are so many available printed versions, PDF, for English speakers, Spanish, Arabic speakers, for anyone. Why can it be beneficial for you? Well, because there are linguists who created those materials, and they know the most efficient ways of learning. They know the steps that you should take to get to the goal you set for yourself. Another thing, having a textbook keeps you accountable. You can physically see the amount of material you need to cover before you reach a certain goal, reach a certain level, right? One of my students said that having a physical copy is even more beneficial because you can physically track your progress. Well, it's not very good for the environment, so it's up to you to make that decision in buying an electronic version or paper version. Number 4, using apps and YouTube. There are so many apps available. Duolingo, Memrise, Anki, so many good apps. And if you want, we can make a separate video talking about different apps that we use. Leave that in a comment if you're interested. And they can be so helpful. Again, there are also so many YouTube channels with interesting content. Now, we think that apps and YouTube can be a great additional source to anything else you are currently doing. But we had examples of students that were learning only using Duolingo, for example, and they were having a difficult time speaking and expressing themselves. So keep that in mind. They're great as additional source of information, not the main one. And the last one, tip number 5, finding a language partner. We don't know what your situation is, where you live, if you have Russian speakers available in your area. But it's 21st century. You can find people who you can talk to on a daily basis on the internet. One of the examples is italki. We've mentioned that before. You can find language partners and you can do a language exchange. For example, you speak English, I speak Russian. So we can spend 30 minutes speaking English so I can improve my skills. And then we can spend 30 minutes speaking Russian, where you can improve your skills. In addition to that, you're gonna find new friends. What can be better? Now, keep that in mind that language partners are not teachers. So they're not going to teach you, explain certain grammar points, because they might not know them, and that's okay. Because think about, if I ask you, why we use a certain tense in this specific situation, you might not know why. You know that this is correct, but you don't know why, right? So the same with all native speakers, they're not necessarily good teachers, but they can be good conversation partners. So try that. can be very helpful in your learning process. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found it useful, and I hope that you will start doing these things today. And we would like to know your results. So leave your comments and please share your tips. Maybe you forgot something and maybe we can do a part 2 of this video. So again, thank you for watching, and until next time, пока-пока!